Hey everybody, and welcome back to another DVD Blu-ray haul video. This is our September edition, and I'm Jonathan A. Moody, the host of the show, and I'm here with Paul. Go first.
A Presenza, otherwise known as the Moo Cow, otherwise known as Silly Wackadoodle.
All right, and you next, John.
Uh, John. I'm John.
Just John?
John Ward. Well, it says it right down there in the screen. There we go, right there.
Wow,
John Ward of Dark Park Films.
Nobody calls you Silly Wackadoodle?
No, they as I told you a while back, they did used to call me the Holy Cow. So I guess John Ward of Dark Park Films, aka the Holy Cow.
There you go.
Yep. So there you go. We got the Moo Cow and the Holy Cow.
That's right.
And the Moody.
Right. And the Moody.
Moody in the morning.
Yes, exactly. All right. So we are going to do this haul video. If you don't know how we do our haul videos, generally what we do is we have 5 Blu-rays and 20 DVDs. Now the 20 DVDs will go 10 DVDs each, then go around to do another 10 DVDs. But we'll start off with the 5 Blu-rays. Generally speaking, it doesn't matter. Some are independent, some are very mainstream or whatever if you're me, but not Paul,
Paul usually in the background playing with something silly.
All right. So I'm going to start off with the Blu-ray I got from Dollar Tree. It looks really shitty. So maybe good for Blue Hall, I don't know, or whatever, the blue cheese. I don't know. We'll see. But it's called Young, Fast, and Fierce. It's some kid movie where they run around.
I saw it and would not own it in 100 years. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like some kids are
Fast and Furious.
It's like they get a chance when they're invited to the castle. It looks like Top Gun-ish because he's got like he's in a fucking airplane thing.
Of course he is.
Yeah. I don't know. So there you go. The next I will talk about is something I got at Restore. Just got it yesterday, actually. So interestingly enough, it was the only one they had at Restore. The last thing they had at Restore, but it's Bride Wars. It was it's the most mainstream thing I probably ever picked up. But it's a chick flick, and I always like to buy chick flicks because you never know when a girl.
It should have been better. I actually saw it in the theater.
You saw it in theaters? Were you on a date?
No, I was with my friends, and the chicks are hot, and the trailer looked kind of funny, and so it's like, all right. We back in the day, I mean, we're talking years and years and years ago. We would literally see there were like 3 or 4 of us every single thing in the theater. We would just take like 2 days out of the week, and then we would just go from theater to theater, like auditorium to auditorium, and just watch everything.
You would theater crawl?
Yeah, and nobody cared. And when Academy Awards came around, we literally had seen like almost everything, that was up for an award.
Nice.
So yeah. But Bride Wars, it was, I've said this before, to quote you, it's cute, but it could have been a lot better for what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of the unwritten rule is, when you have to date a chick, you have to go and suffer through some horrible chick movie, which is, worse fate than death.
That's just for you, but
for the most part,
John,
I'd rather show a roller gator. Come on, roller gators, adorable.
All right. So next is something that I thought I did, showed off, but I didn't show off yet. But we did it for Mainstream Mondays, which is Butterfly Effect. I have this on Blu-ray now.
Yay! Yeah. Butterfly Effect.
That was actually a really good movie.
Yes, it is.
Butterfly 2 and 3, not as much. But
no,
Butterfly Effect 1 was fantastic.
It's a great film, yeah.
So then John showed me the MVD sale. I don't know, did you send it to Paul too, or just me?
I think just you. I don't know if Paul's into these sales and stuff. So if he is, I'll send it to him in the future. But normally I send it to the people who seem to be interested in it. So, I know of.
Blue Underground was doing a sale, and they had a pretty good deals. And I got Uncle Sam.
Oh God!
Because that's going to be one of the Indie Film Cafe movies for 4th of July.
Such a bad movie.
I know, it's terrible. It's stinky. It's bad. I love it. Can't wait to do it. And it's got commentary, 2 commentary tracks, one with Isaac Hayes. You know, like how wonderful is that? And then there's fire stunts with audio commentary by the stunt coordinator. So like Blue Underground tends to do real good shit and
Well,
stuff.
and who directed that?
Oh, William Lustig, the
Yes, who is
director of
Maniac
Maniac and Maniac Cop,
Cop.
and 1 through 3, and you know he's done all that shit.
Yeah, and I believe he is one of the creators of Blue Underground.
I think he is. I think he's that's.
he's-
And I saw an interview with him, and I think I sent you the interview, John, and it was it's really interesting. Like he had some really cool stuff, but like he got into doing. I feel like he's sort of like J.R. Bookwalter. Like they both kind of got into distributing Blu-rays instead of making movies because it's more fun for them and they enjoy that stuff.
Yeah, he's more of a historian these days, and he works a lot with Scream Factory.
Oh, cool.
He's
and
one
last,
of the main guys.
Put me on that list, John Ward.
Yeah, he'll want to be on that list because there'll be other things other than Uncle Sam that he'd like to check out.
Well, I also normally post them, on Facebook. I'll put it as a regular post. Big sale. So it's there. And I think it goes on, what is today's date? For like 2 more days. 2 or 3 more days.
Yeah. I
and
think
their DVDs are 75% off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. So I got a really good deal. It's like $8. Well, 13 with shipping, but like that for that movie when it costs normally 40, or something, like that's a good deal. So next is The Gentleman, and that's my last but not least one. But it's a Guy Ritchie movie. Stars Matthew McConaughey, Charlie Hunnam.
I saw it not too long ago.
Henry Golding, Michelle Dockery, Colin Farrell, and Hugh Grant. I mean, that cast alone.
It's all right. It's not as good as some of his early movies.
I had never heard of it either, and I saw it at Best Buy, and it was,
Hugh Grant was really good in it.
Okay,
Plays
I like
against,
Hugh Grant.
You're not gonna. This is a very different character for him. I think
not his normal date and chick flick kind of Hugh Grant.
Oh no,
not picking up hookers for feet.
Ooh. Okay.
No, okay.
No, neither of those. So there you go. All right. Next
that's what he did. That's why he got divorced.
Good to know.
All right.
Okay. So first, I want to say is something kind of funny, maybe. So I don't have my stuff arranged. I think like you guys do for these, where you have your stacks and you have like 5 stacks down the row for like the
that's
next 5
me.
months.
That's not probably Paul.
Okay,
but
I need to start
me.
doing something like that because I forget. And so I'm going to have to start doing stacks or boxes or something because I'm like, there's nothing for Dollar Tree really, because they just haven't had anything. So I've had to go back to some older purchases. And so I started looking at our old hauls
videos
for like the last few months. And I'm writing down all the films. So for July and August, I showed 2 films twice.
Oh.
So The Soldier and A Bay of Blood were done in July and August, and none of us realized it. It was like it was brand new. And the weird thing is, because I forgot in August that I did it in July, I pretty much said exactly the same thing without realizing it. And then you guys said almost the exact same things without realizing it. So I'm
that's
just
what I need to rewatch those videos.
It's not verbatim, but they're very close.
Okay.
So it's really kind of strange. And so now I've had to make notes on that.
1 month, I forget what I said.
Everything that's old is new all over again.
I guess so, because I just kept them. Like I've just had them sitting right behind my laptop here, and I guess both times I just grabbed them and then said, "Hey, here they are," and then just put them right back.
Now, this is our collective Alzheimer's future, so we'll enjoy this for everything.
Very true. So
thank God there's video.
Yes,
you can look back. All right.
So for my first 5, and I also did the Blue Underground, but I did more than just one. I did not post this on Facebook, and I did not share this with Jonathan because there's never a surprise.
Yeah,
you guys always know what I'm going to show because I do it in advance. This time I didn't. So I got 2 DVDs here and 15. I'm sorry, 2 Blu-rays and 15 DVDs, and then I threw in some other new stuff with it. So I got a lot of stuff here.
Nice.
So the first one is this is Blue Underground, is The House by the Cemetery.
Nice. Yep.
So, and this is the part 3, I think, to the anthology. That would be like the Beyond and the zombie and stuff like that. So somebody's trying to call
Godzilla.
Sorry, I thought I put that on mute. There we go. So very happy to have this, and because now I have the full thing. So that's cool to have. And it's got a whole bunch of extras on the back too.
Awesome.
Then I got the original, the Toolbox Murders.
Sweet.
Yes,
I've seen that in years.
Yeah, so that's they did a remake and then a sequel to it, but I always prefer the original. And then so those are the 2 Blu-rays I got.
They should do a prequel.
So
called
you
The
only got 2
Lunchbox
Blu-rays,
Murders.
you didn't do 5?
No. That's just for Blue Underground.
Okay.
I was saying they should do a prequel, called it The Lunchbox Murders.
Yeah, would it star Silent Bob?
He was a kid killing people.
Yeah, that would kind of be funny on like a playground.
Right.
And then this one I got, but I've never brought it up, and I don't know why, but it's called Legend of the Sand Squatch.
Yes, I know that Trin Hage's in it, but I didn't know it was on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's Tom Devlin and his wife, so Kathy Devlin. It's got director Lola Wallace. And so when I was at the wrap party for Teddy Told Me To, I saw it, and so I picked it up from Tom's place, from Tom Devlin's Monster Museum. He signed it for me, and his wife signed it for me.
Wow.
So is that online though? Can you get it online, or do you have to go to his store to get it? Do you know?
That I don't know. You might be able to buy it through his.
That's what I'm saying. Like online, I wonder. I might reach out to Tom and see if I can pick up. I didn't know it was on Blu-ray, but I want to get that because I love that movie.
Trent Haga right here. So
it's on Tubi, but I would rather have a physical copy.
I got a bunch of special features on it.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's even better.
And now we're getting into it's a collection, but it's parts 1, 2, and 3. Paul will probably have no idea what this movie is because it's made from Hollywood. He may not even have heard of the actor in it because he's very mainstream. But it's Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah, I know those.
I know you do. So and I did have a marathon on these, and it's Beverly Hills Cop still stands up these days. It holds up for the most part. There's some pretty bad stuff that would not be made today in this, like gay comments and stuff like that. Part 2, which is Tony Scott, some people like better than part 1, but it's everything that you didn't want in part 1. So it's like everything is bigger. Like in this card of add personality to actually drives a piece of shit in Beverly Hills. That's part of his personality. In this, he drives like a Corvette, like a brand new Corvette. So it's now we're looking at, this is more Eddie Murphy than it is the character. And then Beverly Hills Cop 3, God, what a piece of shit. It is so bad.
Was this post Twilight Zone, John Landis?
Yes, I believe so.
So I think he was like, I don't know. I think he was rough about that time because
this is Judge Reinhold too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's in it also.
Whatever happened to him?
I guess I laughed my hardest when he was in the Clerks cartoon and he played a judge, and everybody laughed, and he said that's the biggest. That's more laughs than I got in Head Office, and like he's funny.
Wait, but he was in like a regular movie where it said judge and he was the judge, and it wasn't Clerks.
Well, yeah, but he was in the Clerks cartoon playing a judge too, and that was, I think, the first time. Then
that's funny.
I don't know.
Yeah, this has a cameo by George Lucas in it, of course, because it's John Landis, so he has to sprinkle in as many cameos as he can. I think he cared more about the cameos than he did about the movie.
Yeah, he did like we used to put like Sam Raimi in cameos and other, you know what I mean? Like
He's very big on cameos. Yeah.
Director cameos, you know, where they're acting instead of, yeah.
But I'm happy to have all three.
So. I've only seen the first two. I never went near the third one.
The third one I think was set in a theme park, and I kind of like that.
It's supposed to be Great America, like Marriott's Great America is what it was called, and then they just changed the title of it.
Okay.
Because that was our theme park that was in, you know, like Northern California. So
nice.
And then the last one is also a collection, same movie, 3 films, and which goes in a little bit of a different direction, but that's the Warlock collection.
Oh, nice.
So it's the Vestron.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there's more than 3 of those, isn't there?
No, only 3. Warlock, Warlock 2, the Armageddon, and Warlock 3, the End of Innocence.
I think you're thinking of like the Prophecy.
Prophecy is like 6 of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No. I thought there were more Warlock movies.
There should be more Warlock movies.
I don't know. By the third one with a different Warlock. I like the actor, but he ain't no Julian Sands. So that's my 5 for Blu-ray. So
all right, Paul, you're up.
All right. Well, everything in my Blu-ray haul comes from the dollar store this time, so it happens. I got 1 decent film and 4 probable stinkers. First good one is Star Trek: The Voyage Home.
Nice.
I'm a Star Trek fan, at least the original group and the Next Generation, not the garbage that was put out the last few years. But this one's still pretty good.
I thought so didn't you watch Picard?
I haven't even had a chance yet. I own it. I just haven't
own it, but you haven't watched it yet?
Right.
I turned off Picard. I couldn't stand it. And I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I thought it was garbage.
Is it like, are they making it a little bit too woke, basically?
Yeah, that was Patrick Stewart said, oh yeah, the Starfleet is now like Trump. So it's like so now Starfleet is like the Trump administration. And that was the first time I went, I'm done, and I'm Democrat.
Well, that makes sense, because by the end of Next Generation, you know, Starfleet's in fucking tatters, man. They lost more than half their fleet after everything had gone on between Deep Space Nine and everything. So it makes sense to me that a more dystopian society would take over there, and he's got to fight against it.
Say dystopian. I don't want to hear anything that deals with Trump. I don't want. They now just did that with House of Dragon, where one of the actresses said, "Oh yeah, my character is like a woman who would vote for Trump." And I'm like, "Oh fuck, can we just get away from Trump?
Yeah,
not everything be Trump.
I hear you.
Give it 30 years.
Yeah, that was
then you could talk about like Hitler, like how
that was the thing about Andor. You know, Andor.
Yeah, they talked about Trump, and it's like, say dystopian. I'm Democrat. But I don't want to hear about Trump. I don't want things to be this way.
The worst part is that the characters aren't, you know, the characters that they play aren't based on Trump. You know, they don't have these characters that talk about grabbing pussy or anything. Like, it's literally just saying, oh, this is, you know, whatever.
Yeah, it's a code word for saying my character's evil, but he's not really Trump because he's also not a moron.
Right, or whatever.
Well, and it never happened. If you want to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, my script it's like Hitler, it's like World War II, it has the politics of the Nazis," then you could go, "Oh wow, really?" Because it happened, and it was like so long ago. But Trump was only like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and even though he's still in the news, and like I said, I'm Democrat. I don't want to hear about Trump. I don't want to watch shows that are like based on Trumpism. I don't want that shit. Just make a good show. Stop applying it. And then the thing with Picard, they can now swear. So, you know, they use the word fuck in it. Ooh.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God. I could do a whole video on fucking Picard.
Sure you could. And maybe we will have you do that for Hollywood.
At some point, I want to check it out. I just haven't quite got to it yet. But anyway.
2 episodes. Turned it off.
This comes with the normal stuff, all the commentary and all that. But it also comes with a Blu-ray exclusive, 2 extra hours of additional special features. So it's got extra stuff.
Nice.
One of the reasons.
But that's a good movie. That's the good track.
So Now we get to the stinkers and stinker wannabes. These all look pretty bad in their own individual ways. So first one, the Bezonians.
Got that.
With Vinnie Jones, who's always paying some kind of thug. So fun. This one I think Moody must already have. It's The Boy. I think it's
I
in the
don't
box.
actually. Not yet.
No,
I want-
that's the Robert series, I believe, right?
No.
No, The Boy
Robert
is
is the
by
Robert
itself.
series, but
Oh, okay.
The Boy is its own, it's
That's
its
with
own
Maggie.
thing.
Stupid
Maggie
little doll
from
movie.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I like The Boy 2 better, and people have criticized me for that. But
Next one looks bad, but it's got Zoe Saldana in there, and I love Zoe Saldana, and it is I Killed Giants.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So that should be interesting at least.
Does she kill giants?
I don't know.
I
now
assume.
I'm gonna say something. In those 2 videos I watched, I put up I Kill Giants, and Jonathan goes, it's one of you said, do they kill giants?
That sounds like a Moody thing.
That sounds like me, because I like to make fun of the titles.
Well, this last one is a little more mainstream, I think, but it's got folks in there, at least I've heard of, Danny McBride and Luke Wilson, and it is
Danny
Arizona.
Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah, Danny.
I
yeah,
heard
Danny
of that
McBride,
too.
it's
Yeah.
awesome.
So that's my 5 Blu-rays, and yep, next.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our DVDs. And now so these are kind of going to be interesting. I don't know if I explained this before or so, but now I've kind of set it up where I've got I'm going to be doing there's going to be Dollar Trees or in other other stuff for $5 each or so, and then there's going to be like some from the Goodwill, because my Goodwill has now changed their prices, and it's like $5 for $5.
Trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, so it used to be 2 for $3, and they still have that. So if you just want to get 2, it's $3, but if you want to get 5, it's $5. And I'm like, why would I want to just get like $3 more and I get 3 more movies? Might as well, right? So I'm taking them up on their offers now and buying shit from there. So you'll see a lot more Goodwill. But also I'm going to be doing the Williamsburg Regional Library. They have a ton of DVDs, so there's going to be stuff from there. And then there's the Restore that has every and eBay. So but these ones are going to just be, right now it's going to be Dollar Tree and movies that I picked up or were given to me. So first of all, I guess, wait, did I put this? I don't think this is in alphabetical order, but oh well, you'll have to suffer. But Prolonged Exposure, Dean Caine, one of your guys' favorite guys, I'm sure.
Nut job.
Notice he's going to be doing his not only organized by where they come from, but in alphabetical order.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Are we supposed to be doing them in alphabetical order? Because my next one starts with D.
Someone's out of their Paxil, I think.
This is all just me. I'm just organized more so. This is not organized today because I kind of threw them all together. So actually,
oh my God, how can you stand it?
I don't know. Actually, if I go like this, they are in alphabetical order.
He got the shakes last night,
All right. Investigation 13.
Oh yeah, I
got that one.
Blood Immortal. I know people are talked about that.
Yeah.
So Blood Immortal. A Night of Horror. It's a.
Are you sure these aren't Dollar Tree?
Oh, these are all Dollar Tree. I said that earlier. These are all Dollar Tree.
I have that one too.
Yeah, A Night of Horror. Nightmare Radio.
Trailer looks really good for that.
The Night Shifter.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Shudder exclusive. Looks okay. And then here is The Operative. I don't know anything about that, but it looks like an cheesy action flick. And this is my last of my Dollar Trees, is Penance.
Yeah.
And then I got a couple movies because Paul and I went down with Joe Turk, we went down to see some movies. And we went to see a movie called Crawford Road that I'm in. That was the second one. The first one was 10 Doors. Both directed by the same two guys, which was Gordy Price and James Person, who are local Virginia filmmakers. And Paul liked 10 Doors a lot better than Crawford Road, and he left before he got to see my part in Crawford Road because
I was falling asleep.
He was too tired. But I was like, damn it, you're gonna miss my one line like I basically had in the movie. And so
I'm sure it made the film.
it did not, but it was what it was. And then last
even the first one wasn't that great, but it was a lot more interesting stuff going on. The second one was just
kind of just dragged a little bit and drove you nuts. Then the last thing I'll share is or the last one I got in this pile is 10-Inch Hero, starring Elizabeth Hernois, Clea Duvall, John Patrick Flannery, Jensen Ackles, Danielle Harris, Alice Krug, and John Doe.
Yeah, that was at my local Dollar Tree. I almost bought it because I'm a giant fan of Clea Duvall, but it didn't.
Clea Duvall did a great job in it too.
Didn't look like it would be a movie that I would have fun with, so I was like, meh.
I liked it. I'm probably gonna do it for either Quick Review Thursday or Indie Film Cafe at some point. I watched it. I was like, this is actually kind of a cute little movie. But yeah, it was. And some of my friends actually worked on it. Some people I know actually worked on it, so I wanted to, do it. But anyway, that's my first 10. I guess John, you're next.
All right. My first 10 are all Blue Underground.
Oh,
and
okay.
I wasn't sure if I should count this as one DVD or two. So I'm counting it as two. And this immediately sold out. It was only like $4, and I'm rounding up. It is called the Snakes and Sinners Twofer, 2 movies, 1 low price from Blue Underground. And it's Venom and God Told Me To, which is Larry Cohen. So you take the little thing off here. This is why I wasn't sure. I bought it as one, but it's
got 2 movies, 2 actual DVDs on it.
Yeah. So
nice.
And Venom is a good snake movie. Back in the day, it's got Klaus Kinski's in it, Oliver Reed, Susan Jordan. I mean, it got a ton of people in it, and of course, God Told Me To is Larry Cohen.
Oh, so, nice.
Yes.
So, how much that ring you from like the sale?
Just this?
Yeah.
This is like $3 and change.
Jesus.
It's gone now. I don't think it's on there anymore. I mean, I guess I got it like right when the sale happened. So I'll put this back on later. Let me just set it up here.
Wait, so it's gone now?
You can probably still get it, just not at that price.
Interestingly enough, I saw that Maniac Cop 3 and Maniac Cop 2 was on 4K, but not Maniac Cop 1. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, that's just weird to me. I don't know if they weren't selling Maniac Cop 1 on 4K or if it
did
just
they not have the rights to it or something, or
maybe something like that.
Maybe. All right. Anyway, what's next?
So next one is Vigilante, one of my all-time favorite Vigilante films.
Nice.
Directed by William Lustig.
It's about vigilantes.
It's about a vigilante. Well, they kind of fight. It's Robert Foster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got Fred Williamson, so it's got a brutal beginning to it, but it's really good. So, and
I wonder if that's on Blu-ray or 4K.
I think a lot of these, well, some of these were. I know that it's just that the DVDs were so damn cheap that it was. I decided to pick it up instead. One of my all-time favorite zombie films, Shockwaves.
Nice.
From the director of Return of the Living Dead Part 2.
Right.
But great film, Peter Cushing. So you can't go wrong with Peter Cushing. And John Carradine.
You can go wrong with John Carradine. I'm sorry.
He's crusty old coot.
He was in some really bad movies in the late, times of his life and the twilights of his years.
I'm going to pretend not to hear this. So you're speaking Chinese to me right now. And then the next one is a collection, the Post-Apocalyptic Collection. Because Love my Mad Max ripoffs.
Oh,
So we
Bronx
have
Warriors, yeah.
1990, The Bronx Warriors, Escape from the Bronx, which is a sequel to this, and The New Barbarians, which also has Fred Williamson in it.
Yeah, they're all like Italian post-apocalyptic movies.
Yeah. And the good thing about when companies care, the movies are on their own discs.
Yay.
It's not like one disc with 3 movies on it.
Right.
So the next one is a film with somebody who I worked with for 2 days on a film set, and he is sadly no longer with us. It is Hitchhike with David Hess.
Oh, yeah, I met him.
I've heard of that. I've never seen it.
I met him once. He was really sweet.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy. So I definitely have stories about him.
Which is so funny because he plays one of the most like fucked up characters I've ever seen on film, but he's such like a nice guy, you know?
And that's
like,
all that he played. So yeah, he lived in Marin County. He was up north. You know, a friend of mine worked at a video store. His son came in, said, "Hey, would your dad be in my movie?" Flip flop blue. And next thing you know, he's, you know, my friend is working with David Hess, and I got to work 2 days on it. So
nice. But just as a quick aside, following up with No Longer Here, shout out to poor Kitten Natividad. She apparently just passed away, and I had just heard about it. So we didn't get a chance to interview her and talk about Double D Avenger, unfortunately. But, you know, we do appreciate her efforts.
Mm-hmm.
And
she worked with Russ Meyer a lot.
One of those great stars.
Oh, yeah, no, I know who she is. Yeah, yeah. That's disappointing. The next one is Rax, Night of Terror.
Right.
So you gotta like that. Another Larry Cohen movie, Q.
Oh God.
The Winged Serpent.
Oh, I heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of that.
I loved it. Great stop animation, and it also has another Carradine in it, David Carradine. So
David, John, Robert, and who's the other one?
Timmy.
There's another one that was, you know, I think he was on Big Bang Theory, one of the other Carradines.
Mahershala Carradine.
David, Robert, and what's his other brother? What's the other brother's name?
Well, John Carradine, David Carradine, Robert Carradine.
Wendy Carradine.
That's not a brother. Well, these days.
Ever Carradine. Keith Carradine.
Oh, Keith Carradine. Yeah, who was in
Big Bang Theory. He was Kaylee Cuoco's dad.
Oh, yeah. I know him from Southern Comfort. So, you know, that's where I would know him from. The next one would be Mario Bava's Shock, aka Beyond the Door 2.
Yep.
So
nice.
And then a 4K restoration of Dead and Buried.
Nice.
We covered that on Forgotten Horror Classics.
Yeah, it's a good one. All these have like a fair amount of, I mean, I guess it depends. You know, if it's old, you're going to have less, but if it's newer and the people are still around, you're going to have more. So
nice. I may have to pick up that 4K of that because, yeah, that's a really good movie.
Well, it's not a 4K. It's a 4K.
It's a 4K restoration. Yeah.
So it's a DVD still, but you know.
See Eddie Albert in all his glory.
Yeah. And then the last one is The Nesting.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Wow. I've heard of that one.
Yeah. So that's my first 10, and they're all Blue Underground. So there we go.
Okay. So I'm going to kind of do things different. I usually save the best for last. So the first 10 of mine are all going to be cheap, crappy dollar store stinkers that I need to just get rid of. Including one that I don't know what the hell this is about because I can't tell what this picture is, but it's called One Missed Call.
Oh, that's horrible. But yes, if I found it, I would get it.
And by the way, this one and the next one are actually not Dollar Tree. These were thrift store finds. So
okay, so One Missed Call, is that the American version or the Japanese one?
No, that's the American
version.
Okay.
That completely missed the point of the Asian version.
So it missed the call.
Ed Burns is in it if you like him.
No, Ed Burns is by far one of the worst actors ever to dawn Hollywood. God, does he suck beyond belief. He is such a horrible actor.
I liked Edward, the Brothers McMullen, you know, which is
the only good movie he's ever made.
Yeah, that was his best movie he's ever done. After that, I just don't find him anything. Like I'm like, you know.
Kind of mad.
God, he is awful.
Yeah. And you know, like I used to for the longest time get him mixed up Ed name mixed up with Edward Norton, and do not ever do that because they're completely different.
No, and Edward Norton
Good.
would probably curb stomp you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, Edward Norton I love. Edward Burns, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not saying if he directed a movie and asked me to help produce it, but I say no, but then you'd listen to this video
with the way
and
that
be
his
like,
career
no.
is these days, he might.
Oh, there you go. I could help.
So the next one is a classic I'm sure you guys are familiar with. It's a Sam Raimi production, and it is Boogeyman.
Boogeyman, yeah, I love that movie.
And this is a special edition version of it, so there you go.
I forgot the brother from Seventh Heaven is in that one, and the other brother from Seventh Heaven is in part 2.
And there's
Lucy
three of
Lawless.
them.
Funny.
There are 3.
There are 3 brothers?
No, there's 3 Boogeymen.
Yeah, so there's not 3 brothers. So I don't know. I guess they got done with the Seventh Heaven crew after the 3rd one.
But I had forgotten that Lucy Lawless was in there. She pops up into a lot of his productions. I guess they're buddies or something.
Oh yeah, Robert Tappert, the producer who works with Sam Raimi and stuff, he's married to Lucy.
There you go. Lucky man.
Yeah, that's how she, yeah.
Next,
Xena,
we have
and all
a
that stuff.
Night of the Zombies collection. 5 midnight movies on 2 DVDs. And we've got...
Oh, I've got that. Yep, I got that.
Zombie Hell House, Night of the Living Dead, Last Man on Earth, White Zombie, and Revolt of the Zombies. So classic pairing.
Zombie Hell House is House by the Cemetery.
House by the Cemetery, right. Next, this one looked interesting because I had never heard of it. And it is The Possession with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah. It's one of those like Ju-on Grudge type,
Okay. Yeah, I hadn't heard
like,
of that one.
Yeah.
So,
It's good. It's I've got it on, I think I've got it on a Blu-ray thing, so it's good.
All right. The next is another Dollar Tree. This is 8 horror films, including Butcher Boys, House of Good and Evil, Cargo, Absentia, Scary or Die, Dark Tourist, Dark Room, and Crave.
Nice. Where did you get that one?
Dollar Tree.
Oh, all right. Well, if I see it at my Dollar Trees.
Yeah, these next group is all Dollar Tree.
I'm definitely going to one of my other Dollar Trees because I told John that they had nothing, literally no DVDs. They were all gone.
You know, on Facebook, how they do memories. One popped up today and I'm showing all these like stacks of Dollar Tree movies, and it's like, I love when September stocks up for. I love when Dollar Tree has the movies in for October. So hopefully, maybe now's the time that they're going to start getting this stuff in.
Maybe. But yeah, the next 5 are all Dollar Tree. But this one's a Shudder original, and it's called The Marshes.
Nice.
Don't have that one. Okay.
So it looks like some kind of horror western. So that could be interesting. Next one is with Larissa Oleynik, whom I like. And it's...
Wait, what do you like her from?
She's been in a bunch of things. But it's The Animal Among Us.
Yeah, I know her from fucking Nickelodeon. I grew up with her, Yeah,
she's pretty cute.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Next, we have a movie that just looks silly, but should be fun. Time Loop.
Yep, I see. I had Animal Among Us and Time Loop too. So classic Dollar Tree stuff.
So this goes back to those videos I saw. So 1 month Jonathan had it, the next month I had it, then now this month you have it.
There you go.
It's 3 months in a row with Time Loop.
And then the loop just keeps coming.
It does.
Except we are starting to run out of time. Running out of time with Tasha.
Running out of time. It looks like Running Time, which is actually a Josh Becker movie.
And then finally, gotta find a movie with Burt Young and William Baldwin and Jeff Fahey, and it is called Beckman.
Beckman.
See, there's my Beckman from last week. That's when we did our picture. Yeah, that's the Pureflix. John Wick or Taken.
Right. So that's my first group of 10.
Alrighty. Well, there we go. So now we're on to our last group of 10s. So I'll start with my 5 Restore movies, and then move on to my 5 eBay movies. So my five from Restore, all I think all of these are sort of popular except maybe one. Um, so Benny and June, you know, is I don't own this, but it's Johnny Depp and I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it, so
It's all right.
I'm interested in checking it out at some point. Then a classic film I've seen years ago, Girl Interrupted. I don't have a copy of this.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, so I wanted to check it out. James
So
Mangold
you have Johnny Depp, who dated Winona Ryder.
in the Winona Ryder movie. Oh, these are my first 2. Wow, I didn't put the 2 and 2 together.
Is the next one going to be Amber Heard?
These are just no, but these are just in alphabetical order, so that's why.
Yeah.
Next is not a Amber Heard movie, or even would become a remake, is Michael Caine in The Italian Job.
That is a great movie.
Yeah.
The original
So
classic.
good.
It's actually pretty good. Yeah, Michael Caine, he was the man back then. I don't know what it.
That's when Michael Caine was God. I mean, he was the 70s guy.
Yeah,
I love Michael Caine in the 70s.
Oh yeah, man, it would be.
And then he got older.
Well, and there's a reason why he's Austin Powers' dad, because he kicked ass in those movies. I mean, he was perfectly casted in the Austin Power films.
Right. And then this is the one that's not like very well known or popular or whatever, but I saw it at the Restore and I thought, okay, it's got Michael Rooker in it. It can't be too terrible, and it looks terrible, but whatever. It's called Johnny and Clyde with Michael Rooker.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with terrible.
I'm going to go with terrible too.
Based on that image in the front box, yeah.
It's apparently some kind of 10-year-old meets a bloodhound named Clyde, and they,
Michael Rooker, what were you thinking?
He needed money.
He needed to make that payment. Yeah,
I know. I heard a story recently with Robert Patrick, talking about how right after Terminator 2, you'd think like his career skyrocketed. It really didn't. In the beginning of right after that, he went on, unemployment for a while until he started getting more and more gigs. I mean, that's really what you did, is you would work for a little bit, then you would get a paycheck, then you would spend it, and then get unemployment, and then, you know what I mean? Like, that's just the vicious cycle of being
I hope you have
actor.
Some residuals from that.
I don't think the residuals are as big when you're not like the lead star, So then I got a Gregory Peck, David Niven, and Roger Moore movie, The Seawolves.
Oh yeah, okay. That's classic.
Classic. That's and those were all my Restore films. So like I said, they're more popular, more whatever. Those are the ones I'm gonna find there generally. But my eBay, so this is a new thing I've been doing. I've been collecting. I've got all the way up to, I think I'm gonna have all the way up to December of 2023 already done by the end of December 2022.
Of course you do.
Yes. So yeah, I've been sending. John's been seeing all my hauls and stuff, so I don't think you'll know these ones yet, and you'll probably forget the ones I showed you before, because they're going to be months and months later.
Like a year later.
Yeah. So the first one I got, it looked really cheesy, and I forget, there's somebody in it that made me want to go and get it, but it's called Blood Ranch, and it looks cheesy and, indie horror, and it looks terrible. Then I had to get a Mario Lopez movies. I'm on this Mario Lopez. Yes, I'm on a Mario Lopez. I got to collect all his movies, kind of thing. All his indie, where he's like.
Why Mario Lopez? Out of all the
I always
actors
liked Slater. I always liked AC Slater. I always liked Mario. I don't know. He's got a good personality as a person, so it's always fun to see his stuff.
Okay.
So I remember seeing this at the video store, and I actually watched it for the first time recently and really, really dug it, and was like, okay, this goes on IFC, because this is actually a really good movie. a lot better than you would expect. But it's called East Side, you know, and it's the first of his like 2 movies where he's holding a gun and looking whatever, but it's actually not as, whatever as that makes it look like,
You see what he's doing, Mr. Ward? He's polluting our show with good, decent films. It's horrible. I have to counteract that.
We'll see. Then this one I haven't seen yet, but I think it's going to go on Quick Review Thursday at some point because, but it does have a huge cast. It's got Eric Roberts, Tia Carrere, Tony Curtis, Joe Pantoliano, Chris Rock, Kevin Bernhardt, Brian T. Finney, and I'm not done. Clarence Williams III, and William Forsythe in a movie called The Immortals.
Immortals, yeah.
Yeah. So
never. I think I've heard of that. Maybe I think
I have it.
Yeah, and then next is a movie we did for a Quick Review Thursday already, so I felt like I could show it off anyway. Is Puddle Cruiser. I didn't do it with Paul. I did it with my friend Joe, and because I don't think Paul would have liked this movie, but I wanted to pick something. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Who presents that? Is that
Broken Lizard?
That's Broken Lizard. Okay.
Yeah, Broken Lizard's Puddle Cruiser. It's their first movie before Super Troopers.
Did Joe like it?
Joe liked it a lot because he's in college, and it reminded him of what he's actually going through, with stuff. So he dug a lot of it,
Yeah.
And once again, Joe is our friend, or is my friend from town, and we did Donnie Darko together, but he doesn't like horror, so I have to show him stuff that's non-horror. But he did say he'll come on a podcast stuff because he doesn't like to see his voice, and he would do like Zoom. He doesn't want or his face. He doesn't want to see his face. Doesn't like the video, or whatever. He feels more comfortable if we did like sound, or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what he said. So we'll probably get him on other shows or whatever. And then last but not least of my pile, I'm gonna eventually collect as many Dolph Lundgren movies as I can. So I had to get a Dolph Lundgren movie.
Beef Lundgren.
And I got Retrograde, which actually fits because we're now apparently 6 planets are in retrograde right now. So there you go.
And against Stallone's wishes, they are putting together a Drago series. So
nice.
Yeah, Stallone has removed himself from the Rocky series because they're also doing. Well, they already shot it. It's done. Creed 3. We were talking about Creed on the Karate Kid season 4 video that we did, and I didn't even know it was shot. It started in January and just ended in July. And Michael B. Jordan is back in it, and he directed it, and it's Clubber Lang's son, Michael B. Jordan. That's his first directing gig, so it's finished. It comes out March of next year.
But he wasn't happy about that.
But no Stallone, Stallone in it.
Blame Stallone from wanting to just get away from all of that.
Well, it's all because of Irvin Winkler. But my prediction is that he's going to die because in Creed he had cancer. In Creed 2, it mysteriously went away. And now if he's not in Creed 3, I bet we're going to have that opening scene of Creed, standing at, Rocky's grave, because because the character died of cancer.
Pissing on it.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. So, but that's beyond what we're doing.
All right.
Oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yes,
okay,
it's your turn. I'm done.
Yes. Okay. So the first 3 are the remaining Blue Underground. Then we get into some birthday, and then we get into some random stuff here. So we got the Final Countdown.
I heard of that one.
Yeah, it's
never seen it.
This is a fun movie. Present day goes back to World War II. With like this super huge, like battleship. So they could end it very easily. So it's fun. It's like a time loop.
It's a weird, strange movie with people in it that I would not have expected to have gotten into this movie. The cast is really good. It's just surprising that they're in it.
Yeah, Kirk Douglas, Martin Sheen, Catherine Ross, Ron O'Neill.
Oh, I used to have such a huge crush on Catherine Ross.
Oh, she's a hottie, especially in The Graduate.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say The Graduate. Is that like your favorite movie?
Yeah. She is. That's the film that got her Butch Cassidy. So
yeah. Real quick before you say that, it's on Tubi, and I wonder how many of the Blue Underground movies are on Tubi. That's interesting.
To be sure, I'm sure there's a few.
To be sure.
The next one is by a very underappreciated director, and who sadly is dead because some asshole drunk driver killed him and his son.
Oh.
Sad.
Yeah, Bob Clark.
Oh, Bob Clark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Death Dream, one of his first films.
I love Death
What a
Dream.
shame.
I love Bob Clark.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Death Dream. I've seen Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things.
That we love.
Yeah, we saw it on yeah, we all did. We all watched it, right? Or
I did it not with you, but I've
you
seen it a
did
couple times.
the Stink of Flesh.
Prescott, I thought
we did Julianne Prescott and I were and
her
but we
friend.
did it in Las Vegas when we did the Stink of Flesh with you.
Oh, okay.
Same time period. Actually, I think same day.
Yeah, I mean, this guy has such a versatile director. I mean, going from like Black Christmas
to A Christmas Story.
To A Christmas Story. To I mean, it's like, From the Hip. I mean, this guy has made so many different movies, and
I forgot he did From the Hip. I've got that. It's Judd Nelson movie. Plays a lawyer.
It's like a courtroom. Yeah. And he's so versatile, and everybody forgets him. So which really kind of sucks. So.
And did you know there's a new Christmas Story coming out?
No.
Yes, even though they've already tried it twice before. But
this is what is it with the original cast and stuff too. So I think that's
of course
cool.
There is.
Well, can't be much of the original
film ever.
You know what? They can do that because they do still put out original films. They just aren't, as prevalent as the other ones who actually make the money for them, so that they can do the original films. So, because the original films nobody's ever heard of, and then not many people go see it because they don't know if it's going to be good or not.
They're original movies that haven't been made before.
Exactly, and so people are afraid to go see something
Why
they don't know.
Why would somebody say, "I'm not going to watch this movie. It's not been out before"? What? That's the whole point. Is that you're supposed to watch a movie that hasn't been out there before? It's ridiculous. It fucking sucks. I hate Hollywood.
All right, moving.
And okay, so moving on. So now this is one that Jonathan just showed, but it's not a Blu-ray, it's a DVD, and that's Uncle Sam. So I don't know if Jonathan wants to hold up his.
Yeah, you can look sad this time, Paul.
Unless Paul has it. Do you have it
or
by
you cannot look sad, because you don't care, or whatever. But
yeah, it's not one that I would have bought because it's that bad, but it's bad.
There we go.
I think that's long enough. Okay. So Uncle Sam. So got that. Even though I don't like Uncle Sam, I just got it because everybody loves it, and I thought I'd give it a second chance. I watched it.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, the guy before he becomes Uncle Sam is an asshole, and he becomes a bigger asshole as Uncle Sam. So
exactly.
And it's like, why would I like this guy? He's a dick to begin with.
I'm just doing it because it's a classic sort of indie horror thing, It's William Lustig. I mean, he's done better movies, but it's also a 4th of July horror film, and there's not many of those. There's not many, 4th of July themed, and I think next
Bucket's Red Scare, I think
in what is it? July of this year, if I'm correct, July 4th will be on a Tuesday, so our release would be on the 3rd. So I figured we got to do a 4th of July movie, get it, whatever, because there's not that many of them. So, it's not going to happen all the time,
Okay.
So, right. Uncle Sam, I wanted to get it. I was always wanting to get it on Blu-ray before, but the Blu-ray costs like $30 or $40 or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not paying $30 for it,
No,
right?
No.
And then when you sent me that thing and it said $7 plus shipping, I said, there, I'll get it because it's not like $40.
Well, and all these companies are doing these giant sales where I do the PayPal thing, the PayPal credit, and if I do $100, they don't charge me interest for 6 months. And I just pay 25 here, 50 there, and 25, and it's done. I pay no interest or anything. And I could do these type of orders. So that's why I have so many Blue Underground. I ordered 15 will equal $100. So I'm not going to say the person's name, but I inquired about a film. Somebody else, a friend of mine on Facebook, showed a movie, and I said, "Oh, that looks interesting." Message him saying, "Where can I get this?" The director messaged me. He's from Canada and says it's $30. And I thought, oh shit, okay, he's from Canada. That's one reason why it's expensive. I'm like, well, can you cut me a deal on like 3 movies? He's like, okay, 3 films would be $60. And I'm like, I don't really want to spend $60 on 3 movies.
Yeah, it's $20 a piece. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if I don't even know if I'm going to like it or not. And the guy's like, well, I need to eat, And then he like undid my friend request and all that. $60, I could, for $100, I got 15 movies. It's like, that's what I spend my money on these days. If I could spend money on $4 to get 2 movies,
Yeah.
why am I spending $60 on 3 movies? It doesn't make sense to me. So it's like, no, I'd rather save all my money and put it towards stuff like this.
I know we talk crap about him sometimes or whatever, Dustin Ferguson, but he's actually lowering his prices on the Blu-rays and stuff at us. I mean, look, whatever. I'm just saying, at least he's knows, like there's some people that, should understand, like people don't want to spend, this is why Walmart, sells their stuff for like Blu-rays are like $15, right? Which seems fair, 12 to 15. And DVDs are 10.
That's why I get all my shark movies basically are from Walmart because they're $10.
Right. So that's actually a fair deal. When they do what is it? They do like you said, $20 basically for a Blu-ray. I'm like, like I understand it costs you money to make these things and stuff, but like, come on, you don't have to charge $20. Like,
no, and that's why I can't do crowdfunding that much anymore, because people send me them, through the IM, or they say, hey, can you share this and contribute or whatever? And I'm looking, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could pick up a coffee mug. Well, there's no coffee mug. So, okay, well, what's the DVD? $30. What's the Blu-ray? $50. Once again, I understand you're a friend on Facebook. I get that you're an independent filmmaker. You need money, but I really don't want to spend $50 on one item when I could take that $50 and buy like 12.
By the way, John, you'll be getting a coffee mug from us, for Scream Queen Campfire when we get a better logo going. Because right now the logo.
Oh, I did get to that, didn't I? Yeah.
Yes, you did, and we very much appreciated it.
Of course.
And everything. And you did not refund, so I.
Nope, I said I would not, and I didn't.
Yeah, so we will send you the coffee mug. It's just right now Sam's got to do a better logo. She wants to do one with the girls, and I'm like, you just need to do a logo soon because like just to get something looking good. But
and put a cow in there because that's classic.
It is classic. And I might be, out of the 3 of us, the only one to have an indie film cafe coffee mug.
I know you made your own, which we really appreciate you doing and everything. And
very easy and cheap to make.
Now I want one. I'm jealous.
Oh yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah, you give me more information later, and I'll get one for us to have or whatever.
And we need to do one for Just Jen. She would love that.
Oh yeah. Well, would she? I don't know. Like,
I'll put Neil Breen's face on there too.
Oh God, do not do that. All right. Anyway, keep on going.
So the next one is a film that I've wanted to buy for a while. I can only really find it on eBay. It was expensive, and so it's like, fuck it, do I really want to get this? And then I found it. These are Zia Records, and these were birthdays.
Cool.
Films. I left a couple out for next month, but this is somebody who both of you should know. At least Jonathan would know, and it's Ice from the Sun.
Oh, I
never
have
heard of it.
I have that. I just watched it, in fact, the other day.
What is it?
It's Eric Stance.
Yeah, it's a really weird,
I know Eric Stance. Yeah, I know Eric.
It's kind of a weird movie, and I was thinking about doing that for Indie Film Cafe. It's a little, I won't say extreme, but it kind of goes there.
Well, if you do, then apparently we could have John on the show because he has a copy of it.
I've wanted to see this for quite a while.
In fact, I have it in the room next door.
Yeah, what did he do? He did.
The film's almost 2 hours.
Yeah, but you're right. That I bought that a few years ago, and it was like full price because you really can't get it anywhere.
Yeah, I could only find it on. There's like a different version of this, which I think has like a second disc on it, which might be
Really?
the soundtrack.
Let me check
But
that
there,
mine copy.
but there is it has a different cover. This is the original cover, I think. And then there is a CD of the soundtrack that's out that has this cover on it too.
Hmm.
And I've wanted to. I mean, you got to like the ad line to it, which is depravity, oh God,
Yeah,
no,
I have the
forget it.
I have the 2-disc version.
That's the other one that they have on eBay that I saw.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right. It's like one disc is the film, and then there's like
Special features,
there's special features, behind the scenes documentary, music score,
commentary.
hidden feature eggs, 3 commentary tracks.
Jesus, yes, I love it.
Yeah, this has behind the scenes still gallery, 2 preview trailers, and 2 additional audio tracks featuring filmmakers' audio commentaries. So I don't really know what additional means. Is there one already on it?
I think so.
And there's 2 because he doesn't list any others. I would think additional means that there's already audio commentary.
I was watching this a couple weeks ago, and I have not had the opportunity to sit through any of the commentary yet, but I'd like to. It's pretty good, you know. It's for an indie film. This is pretty interesting. I was toying with the idea, like I said, of bringing this on to IFC.
If we do it, you know what? Especially this season has been a lot of good movies this season. Maybe
I'd probably save it for next season.
He's like, I gotta save it for next season. We can't have too many good movies.
So okay, include me in on that one then.
All right.
The next one is one that the phone call that I got, I looked at the text, is Joe Lujan asking me if I can work on his film tonight. So I may not be able to watch this, but I was going to watch this tonight and then do the video for it for reviews after midnight, because it's Nazi Mummy.
Oh God, yes.
I could not.
I did not see that coming.
I could not find anything on this movie at all. When I type in poster, it just brings up this cover. I can't find anything on it. And it was one that was really cheap to buy.
Really?
So I picked it up. Yeah.
You said Zia Records had it?
This might have been deep discount, actually. So this I know was Zia. This I think was deep discount for like $10.
It's on Amazon for like $10.
Maybe I got it off of Amazon, yeah. But there's not even a picture of there's no picture of the Nazi mummy on the back.
With Bad Bubba Brewer.
Yeah, I have no idea about 75 minutes. It says rated. That's all it says. Rated. Action, horror, gore, and more.
Troy Fritz is the director.
And it's that WWMM, and I hate how they do their boxes. I really don't
and
like
I love the budget.
Who? Oh, well,
WWMM.
Worldwide Multimedia.
Yeah, I don't like how they do their boxes.
You know, they did the stuff for like Zombie Isle and Zombie Croc, all the Robert Elkins movies, and they're terrible. Like, I mean, look, I was friends with the guy who owns that, and I think I still am, because I think, if I'm correct, it's the guy that your friend Paul, who did the movies that we watch that were like, there was a anthology film that we saw that was very cheap and terrible, and you were laughing your butt off. God damn it, I can't even think of the I will keep going. I will look this up.
Okay. So Nazi Mummy, so that will be mine when I have a chance to make it. I might be filming this whole week.
I'm gonna have to pick that up. It's got a $2,000 budget on IMDb.
Well, and it does stay downright apocalyptic. Deadly indie drive-in. Should we trust them?
Yes.
Never heard of them. Should we trust them?
Yes, absolutely.
Who?
Deadly indie drive-in.
That sounds awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yes.
The next one that I got, and this got a horrible review on a YouTube channel
Excellent. I like it already.
It's called The Resort.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
everybody keeps talking about it. It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I got it because now this is Zeo Records. I got it because it's one location. It's a deserted hotel. I'm like, I'm down. All right,
Yep.
I don't care if it sucks or not. So I'll just check it out for that. And then this one I got. I found the cheapest price for it because it wasn't cheap. I think I keep thinking everything is from discount, DVD discount, but it's Dawn of the Animals triple feature.
Mm.
And it has Razor Teeth,
Uh-huh.
Peter Rottentail,
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try and do that one for Easter for one of our shows.
and then World of the Erotic Ape.
That sounds like a seduction cinema movie.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that's Rottentail, that's Razor Teeth, and that's Erotic Ape. So
Nice.
and it's extra wild bonus features, 3 feature-length features. That's not a bonus. That's what's on the disc. That's why you bought it. That's not a feature. That's not a bonus feature. And then trailers.
Is this Wild Eye?
This is SRS.
SRS. Jesus. Come
It's
on,
great.
Ron.
Yeah, it's
You know?
brand new. But I'm sorry, extra wild bonus features, 3 full-length features. No, that's not a bonus.
By the way, Paul, it was Scarlet Fry who was thinking
Scarlet
of.
Fry, yeah.
I think he
Jonathan
runs
Moody.
Worldwide Multimedia or something.
go.
You know.
God forbid they all be on separate discs, but
Are they on? They're not? Or
nope, they're all on one disc.
oh god.
So
I don't think we want to be around an erotic feeling monkey or ape either. So.
then the next one is actually from come on, Brett Piper,
Oh, nice.
Hey.
and it's Outposter.
Oh yeah, okay.
Is that a zombie movie or something?
No,
No.
it's people land on a planet.
Right,
There's all these
sci-fi.
stop motion
Oh,
monsters
okay.
on it. Yeah, it's all science fiction. But this is another one that it's retro media. So Fred Olin Ray was always like really like $40. And then once again found it for like 10. And so I went, oop, grabbing
You
it.
can find it at a really good price. Get it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I do that. I do that. You do that. We all do that.
Oh, yeah.
And now this one I forgot to include in last week's because Paul was nice enough to send it to me. So I want to give him a shout out.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Shutter. So I got that. And I didn't realize it was a period piece.
Oh, interesting.
I had no idea. I thought it was just like a modern day monster movie. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's a period piece. So thank you, Paul.
You bet.
And then the last one is one of somebody advertised it on Facebook. I'm like, ew, that looks gross. I need to buy it. And it's Sis.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
I think
yeah.
I saw you post about it or whatever. You know,
It had its plastic bag because this was Walmart. I think like Dawn of the Animals was Walmart. So I don't remember. I ordered from so many places, but this was definitely from Walmart. It was one of those ones that gets delivered to you.
Mhm.
That's what I love about Walmart is if they have it, they'll deliver it to you and it's free.
Free delivery.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if it's like 5 miles away, 6 miles away, they'll just have somebody drop it off for you.
Nice.
And this was sitting, so the bag was wrapped around it with the sticker to where to deliver it, and you could just see this through the cover. And it was a woman
Nice.
who delivered it, and I'm like, wow, I wonder what she like. What the fuck is my ordering? You know, what
What am I bringing over to this guy?
This looks
Nice.
disgusting. So
Yeah,
I
I saw the trailer for that. It looks pretty gross.
I haven't seen anything for it. I purely got it on its cover alone.
Nice.
There
Taylor
you go.
Russell. I have no idea. Yeah, it looks nice and grody from the back.
Mm-hmm.
So might be a review after midnight. Who knows?
All
All right, that's it.
Okay.
All right.
So
Paul's
we're
last one.
working our way back to the most interesting ones, save for last. So I forget where I got this one. I think I got it off of Amazon, but it is a movie called Shape Shifter.
I
Oh,
think I've
that's
heard
the
of that.
Asylum.
Is
That's
that
the
the
Asylum.
asylum?
It's Asylum. So this could be interesting. Looks there's all kind of demony. This is another one I got off the internet, and it's called Invitation to Hell.
Oh, that's Wes Craven.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
TV movie that he did.
1982. And then we have a movie called Death Day. I think I picked this up in the dollar store.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Jason Horton.
That's Jason Horton's movie, and I got him and Rachel, who's in it, to sign the to sign the DVDs, because
They're nice.
yeah, they're very nice people.
Then we got a Charles Band triple feature. I know you're going to like that, Mr. Moody. And we have Dangerous Worry Dolls,
Yay.
Demonic Toys 2, Doll Graveyard, and I think they also wedged in a fourth movie, When Puppets and Dolls Attack.
Oh, nice. Dangerous Worry Dolls, does that have Robin in it?
I don't think so.
I know that was, I believe that was.
I have that in Dynamic Toys already.
No, it's Jessica Morris. Okay.
And Doll Graveyard, I believe I have, but I didn't have When Puppets
Well, I
and
worked
Dolls
with a couple
Attack.
times.
Oh,
So-
you worked with Jessica? She's sweet.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
supposed to work with her on Scavenger, one of our projects, and just did not raise money.
Yeah, it was fun because I worked with her on Art of the Dead, and I
Nice.
was a PA, and so I used to drive the actors around. So I was the one to pick up the girls, and the other PA picked up the guys. Sometimes it'd be vice versa, dropping them off, but I picked up the girls that were in the film. So it'd be two in the back, one in the front. Jessica was one of them. And it's interesting being a fly on the wall as I'm driving, because I'm hearing about all this guy stuff. I'm hearing about all this chick stuff. I'm just driving and I'm hearing all this stuff going, oh, wow, I think this is stuff I should not be hearing right now. Or in some cases, I don't want to hear. So it was very interesting. So, but I like her a lot. Yeah, she's one of my faves.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Okay.
She works with David Dakota now a lot, like with the what is it, the wrong whatever, people, all the wrong people.
The wrong babysitter, the wrong parents,
all
the
that
wrong
Lifetime
cow
stuff. She did one with she did a couple with like Eric Roberts and Vivica A. Fox. I love her. I just think she's great.
So next is a movie, Coven, just like Oven.
Yep, got that one.
Not Coven.
No, not Coven. I wish.
No, it doesn't have the two thingies on top of it.
Well, no, because I don't know if they would do that for the Coven, because I think it would just spell it like Coven.
Well, no, because remember the American movie?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where they had the fight and the main guy kept calling it the wrong name.
Right.
The actor kept saying
no. That was the point, but I don't think he'd ever actually put the two things on. I don't think he knows those exist. I love Mark Borchardt, but I don't think he's very smart.
All right, and then the next five, I think they're from the SRS sale that I did get stuff from, and it's a combination of stinky movies and actually a couple of good movies too. So first we got Lloyd Kaufman in Alien's Blood.
Yep, showed that one last time, I think. Yeah,
Traumerific.
Trauma looks crazy from the trailer.
Oh yeah, it's silly. So that's going to be fun. Next one is Halfway House. I think that's a non-exploitation movie.
Non-exploitation.
Next is a movie that I've had the digital of, but I finally got a copy of the physical copy, and it is the Russian folklore horror movie.
I think I saw a trailer for that. Looked
really, really good stuff, and a lot of fun. So this I can't wait to watch this.
Not to be confused with the other V.
Right. Yeah, this is DIYV. And then they also had a Severin Films. That's who it was Severin, who put together this because I love folk horror. So this is Woodlands Dark and The Days Bewitched, and it's a anthology and history of folk horror.
I
cool.
got that too. That will be coming up in one of our halls.
And then finally, this is a movie I've had the digital for a long time, because it's one I've been wanting to torment my friends with at Indie Film Cafe. And I finally, because you couldn't get this, you couldn't even buy this for a long time. But finally, this has come out in DVD. Sins of the Fleshopoids.
Nice.
No idea.
Oh, Paul knows. Paul knows the stinkiest of movies.
And it comes with 2 bonus shorts, including The Secret of Wendell Sampson and The Craven Sluck.
It's so hard for me to watch. I just, it's like I now have with all these sales, I got like 1,000 movies, and most of the time I keep going back to stuff I've seen that's like from Warner Brothers or Paramount or something, because I just can't sit through a lot of the stuff because it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is classic outsider cinema, and it's like 1960, 1961. It was out in VHS for a long time, but it never came out in DVD or Blu or anything like that, and it just sat in limbo for years and years and years. Mm-hmm. The only place you could find it is if you found it in like some sketchy place somewhere online. But it finally came out by this one group. I forget who it is. Other Cinema, and they have like 2 other movies that they've distributed, and this. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they got some kind of
wow.
So when I saw that was that, there was like, grab. Yeah. I can't wait to show you.
Well, 1961, that'd be interesting. So yeah,
something like that. I forget exactly what the date is. But yeah, and it's the full version, the full 97-minute version. So
nice. At least it's not freaking 2 hours or 3 hours like Paul likes to torment us with.
Once.
I know, but I'll never let you live that down, dude. Because he was like, I don't know how long this is, and then I look at the info and it's like 3 hours long, and I'm like, dude, no, we're not sitting through Miss Werewolf for 3 hours.
It was going to be all full of all this other stuff. You'd be like, oh, we're not watching that.
I mean, technically, we should have to watch anything you pick, right? Like that should.
I wanted to make sure you got the full experience.
Should be anything.
Hey, if it ain't the Godfather or Apocalypse Now, there's no reason for it to be
the way the director meant for you to see it.
With him talking for 20 to 30 minutes, introducing the movie and doing the same thing on repeat. 5 times.
God bless David the Rock Nelson. Nobody else makes movies.
Oh my God, it's David? Oh wow.
No, not the flesh toys one or whatever he got, but like the movie we're talking about is Miss Werewolf.
The 3-hour thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nobody else makes movies like him.
No.
That's for sure.
Hey, you know what? You can't misplace you can't confuse a David the Rock Nelson movie.
I find it insulting when people said like, oh, he's the next Ed Wood. One, that's not.
No, he said that. He's the self-proclaimed.
Yeah, Ed Wood of the 90s is what he says.
Yeah, which is totally wrong because Ed Wood actually had very entertaining movies for the most part. And then we hear something like this one critic compared Dustin Ferguson as the next Roger Corman, and it's like, no, people stop. You know what?
People do that because he does create a lot of movies.
Cameron. That's what I'm going to say. I'm the next James Cameron.
Okay.
So there we go. So we now
you're the proclaimed next James Cameron. Okay.
Or I am James Cameron.
Is that how you identify?
That's how you identify now.
Those are my pronouns, James Cameron.
Oh Lord. Was that it, Paul, or did you have more?
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, I got more, but I'm saving for next month.
Yeah, I got more too. If you, John's seen my, and I think you even seen my desk. Is a mess right now, but it's got a lot of DVDs on it. So for the next few months,
I think I'm gonna stop showing people what I purchase and just
maybe I should do that too. But like I said, it's gonna be months and months. By the time it comes around, it'll be fresh and new to you. You won't remember, or you might be like, "Oh, I remember that," but I don't know. Right? Like most of the time, I get stuff you don't even know what they are.
I mean, my 2 things are, one, I post it and then you guys remember it because I put it in for the next, like the end of the month haul.
I don't remember anything, so just throwing that out there.
It's got a cow brain. It's okay.
And I also got, because people see me ordering so much, They're like, give to my crowdfunding, give to my crowdfunding. And I'm like, dude, I don't have any money. And they're like, well, you buy movies, you buy
Yes,
boxes of
that's the
movies.
reason.
And it's like, because that's my money.
Well,
And I buy
also,
them at a discount. It's my choice, you know? So
so I'm gonna tell you something that happened last night. I was at Hallow Scream, which is in Busch Gardens, and I was with Danny Terry. Paul knows Danny, and Danny's was it wife Regina and our and his like best friend Scott, and we're all hanging out. We did me, Scott, and Danny did the like little haunted, like walkthroughs and everything where people jump out and try to scare you and everything. And we
Ooh.
went to one, and it
uh-huh.
was the longest line we've ever seen, right? But we had front of the line passes, right? Or whatever, quick queue as they're called, you know? And those cost like $70 for all five of them, which whatever, but they actually helped they bought it for me, so I thought that was nice. But so we were walking through and this one lady got really upset, right? It was like, why are they cut in front of all of us? Can't they see there's a line here? Right? And then she goes, I'm gonna trip the next person who walks by, and stuff like that. And Danny just looks at me and was like, we paid money, like we paid to be in front of everybody,
Yeah, it's
just
like a
because you,
VIP thing.
yeah, just because you didn't doesn't mean we can't, right? And why are all those people? Because we paid, and it's just like when people complain about like why are you spending money on your movies, not giving to our crowdfunding? Because we pay for a bunch of movies that cost us $20 instead of one movie that's going to cost us $20, like or
Well,
whatever,
and
Man,
I
I wish I
always,
could support every independent movie out there and all my friends' movies. Believe me, I wish I could, but I
I mean,
can't. I
I
got a house I got
buy
to
the
pay for.
films. Yeah, I mean, I buy films when they come out. I don't want to spend $50 on a movie that I know when it comes out, they're only going to be like 10 or $15 for the DVD, $20 for the Blu-ray type of thing. Well, why am I spending $50 on the Blu-ray?
Well, only to make sure that it actually does come out, I suppose, is the argument.
Yeah, I mean, it's well. Plus, I could spend $50 on their DVD or Blu-ray, and the film never gets made, and then I don't get my money back.
It's true. I
You know,
mean, you
because
just
there's
never know.
yeah, because there's those disclosures, that or the disclaimer that says you're taking a risk.
Yeah, that's why they tell you now if you want to refund refund your money, you can. Like they make it very easy for people to they even hold, the money for a while just in case somebody wants to refund it, because there's that chance that people are not going to make the movie and, if you don't want to do it, if you want to give up, the money or you want to get the money back, you can, you know. But I don't know. I do not like crowdfunding anymore, and it's getting annoying because everybody who starts a movie starts a group and then invites you to the group, and I'm like, stop inviting me to a million groups. Like I don't want to go.
Oh, I'm so annoyed. I wish somebody happy birthday. I'm not going to say who it is. I wish somebody no, it's happy anniversary. I wish them happy anniversary. They send me an instant message. Hey, thanks for the happy anniversary. I go, oh, hey, you're welcome. I hope you had a great anniversary. Then they go, vote for me in this competition. Really? Is that why you messaged me? It wasn't
New
to
face of
thank
horror.
me. Yeah, it was that thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, so you didn't message me to say thank you. You messaged me really to vote for you for something. Or I'll say happy birthday and they'll send a message and they'll be like, hey, thanks for the happy birthday. Oh, by the way, give to our crowdfunding. And I crowdfund, so I get it. I know, I understand it. But it's like, if I say I can't afford it or I'll support you in some other way, then accept that.
Right. Absolutely.
Can I just point out for a second that Mr. Moody has a very nice made, neat bed, and Crazy Moo Cow has a very uncomfortable bed. Just
Yeah, a
all
lot of
over the place.
trash that I need to take out soon. But aside from that,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no trash in my room, but a nice, comfy bed that's ready for me to hop back into.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, whatever. once again, just like I like to do the alphabetical order, I like to organize, I like to look pretty neat, you know. Uh, didn't realize about the trash until like I just looked back right here and I was like, oh shit, I got a lot of
You
trash
know
there.
me, I get obsessed over background stuff. So
I know. I don't care.
Well, my stuff is all neat and organized. As
there you go.
Yeah, it's all just right behind you. You're in a place that has like a library. I mean, my library is there, but you know, whatever. I
Mine's
don't
at
know.
the
Oh,
studio.
this is nothing. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's 12.
Yeah,
12
John Ward
shelves.
is one of us.
Well, my of those are at the studio, and I actually need to buy at least another, if not two other ones for the studio. So just because I've got way too much, I mean, 20 every month already. Like I gotta take them to the studio because I just don't have room here, you know. So, but all my Blu-rays are pretty much here, you know, and they're gonna stay here. So,
Well, this is, I mean, I'm going to move my camera here for a second. Look at that. There's a ton. See those boxes all over there.
mm-hmm.
There's all this on my table. This is in front of me. This is all orders.
Nice.
Got them all over there. I mean, got them over there, got them up there. I mean, I have no more room for anything.
Yeah, like I was saying before about my desk. I mean, if you look over here, like it's all like that's my whatever, you know, I'm trying not to make you see what it is, but those are my next hauls. So from October to soon to be July of 2023.
Yeah, I'm not
So,
moving my laptop around to show you because I'm hiding my exploding teenage fuck dolls.
Oh, nice.
well, there you go.
I'm kidding. That was a band, Exploding Teenage Fuck Dolls.
Well, that didn't come out right, actually. So sounding. So there you go. But anyway, John, what have you been up to?
Just trying to get stuff organized. I had a guy message me on Facebook asking if one filmmaker will return. And so now he's the third person that has asked me. So I guess at some point that will come back and I'll do like one interview a month, kind of just still doing my one video a week thing. I had an actress ask me when Delete was going to happen. And so I got to get that going.
Which one?
Delete, the one about the phone. I'm not going to say too much about it.
Okay. But I'm sure you told me about this. I am sorry. I don't remember.
Oh, I know I've told you about it. Yeah, it's something like Axmus. I don't mind telling stuff about it because it's been done 1,000 times, just in different ways. But Delete is like, I just found out that the script that I started outlining called Zom Day was just done. The Groundhog Day zombie movie, and it was actually done for Walking Dead. It was part of their Tales of the Walking Dead, which are, I guess, separate stories. And the actress, Parker Posey.
Oh, I love Parker Posey.
Yeah,
yeah. She like runs out of a house or something and gets bitten by a zombie and wakes up. Runs out of a house, gets bitten by a zombie, wakes up. And it's like, fuck, that's my movie. I was working on that script. So now I don't like giving out. I don't think anybody took it from me. I think it's pure coincidence. But yeah, just trying to get Axis 3 and 4 going, Delete going, because I keep
so
getting
that's
questions
so it's
about
Groundhog Day, but with zombies.
with zombies. And Zom Day is supposed to be like Happy Death Day, Groundhog Day, like you know, William Horton, you know, like Jason Horton has Death Day. This was Zom Day, because it just keeps repeating.
Well,
so
his was originally called The Campus, which I think is a better title anyway. I did not
it
like
is.
Death
They
Day
changed it because of
Happy Death Day, because it, you know, it gets confusing enough where people go, "Oh, is this Happy Death Day? I'm gonna pick this up." Stupid shit.
So
stupid marketing shit that I guess works.
Yeah, so that's what's going on. So Delete's getting hopefully done soon. Axis 3 and 4, and then getting into more stuff next year. So that's me.
And did I see a post that you put up saying that Axmus is now on Tubi?
Oh, it's been up. Axis 1 and 2 are on Tubi. Yeah, it's been up for like a year.
That's great. Good for you. I didn't know that.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know that they'd put up 30-minute movies, but they did. And it was even up on the recommended thing that pops up. It was on that once. Yeah. So
I was Facebooking Moody not too long ago, and we were talking about all of our favorite directors now. So many of them have movies up on Tubi. It's great. Tubi's really turning out to be a great little site.
Yeah.
When Paul's saying this, Paul's like sending me messages going, Todd Sheets has 14 movies on Tubi. You know, Chris Seaver's got 20 movies on Tubi. You know, Dustin Ferguson's got 40 movies on Tubi. And
he
I'm
does
like,
whenever. Yeah, it's all Wild Eye stuff. Yeah.
well, generally, but he actually now has sent in his own movies for Tubi that isn't Wild Eye releasing. Wild Eye may release it later, but like Tubi is getting them. So
Yay, Tubi.
Tubi, just it's gonna see people like him are what's gonna ruin Tubi. Is Tubi's gonna get too much, and then they're gonna have to scale back on all the indie stuff. And
Not never too
yeah.
much.
No, I'm just saying if he sends 40, if Dustin Ferguson sends 40 movies a year to Tubi, there's gonna be too much, and they're gonna be
Wow.
like, you
Not
know,
even he can do 40 movies a year.
he's
Yeah,
trying.
but they, I mean, they're not going to keep stuff up there probably that doesn't, that doesn't get views. So it's at some point they, so it's, I wouldn't worry about Dustin Ferguson. I mean, I really don't. I don't even think about
I'm
him.
not worried about him. I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's not just him, but I'm feeling like the idea of being able to send in your movies, and it's pretty simple, it seems, for Tubi.
I don't even know how to do it. My distributor did it for me.
Right.
I have no idea.
But I think it's fairly simple. It's just you need to get the right stuff. And actually, Paul, I need to talk to you afterwards about something that's related to this. But anyway, I was what is it? I don't know. I love Tubi. I love being able, especially for 31 days of indie horror. I'm able to just pick stuff mostly on Tubi and just send it to the people. And these are movies I don't know. So this is the exact thing that Paul does for Quick Review Thursday.
Right.
I do for 31 days. So that's why my Quick Review Thursdays are a bit different. I pick stuff I kind of want to have on there that I know of.
There are movies that I don't know much about, so do it on Tubi because I'm there's no risk involved. Or
yeah, for a Quick Review Thursday, yeah.
Right. Or it's a movie that we're got to do for Indie Film Cafe, but it's got to be a Zoom one because we're dealing with somebody out in California or somewhere else, and then we can all access it. So it means we can all watch it. And then sometimes, if we're lucky, and we're with Jackie, and we'll watch it all at the same time, that's always kind of fun.
Yeah, through the magic of Zoom, we can all do that sometimes if we have the time to sit down and do it. So that's nice. We're not going to be doing that this week or whatever because it's just not enough time. But we will soon enough again with her. But what is it?
She's been bugging us. She's been bugging us.
And what is it? So is that all that's going on with your Dark Park Films stuff? Like, is that all that's going on? Like, as far as your YouTube channel? And
but I mean, they're a Mummy Shark update.
No shark update on that yet.
You've secured the $10 million for production costs and everything, and you got Nicolas Cage to sign on, right? As the voice of the Mummy Shark.
Nicolas Cage being and fighting him is Gary Busey, right?
Oh, geez.
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't know. But I mean, it's. I mean, Will Colosmo sent a film my way from a guy with a screenplay in LA, so we might be talking about me doing something in LA next year. And then there's, I really do want to do Amityville Campout. I want to get Ghoul going. Still doing the one video a week for the YouTube channel. So
just turn it into a mashup and make it Nazi Mummy Shark and put a little Nazi hat on his head.
I don't know. Would that be a sequel then? Wouldn't he have to get the rights?
Amityville Nazi Mummy Shark.
There you go.
Oh Lord. Amityville Ouija Nazi zombie shark.
Amityville Ouija Nazi. Yeah.
Well, look, guys, I'm actually going to take off because I really need to use the restroom, and I'm old now.
Okay.
I'm 55, so when I gotta go, I gotta go.
Okay, well, thank you for stopping in and chatting with us and giving our the DVDs. We'll chat for one more minute and then we'll have to get off. So,
Happy
All right,
poopings.
guys.
all right, have a good
Bye.
one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Bye.
Uh, so Paul, what else? What do we got? We got well, in October, we are gonna be going off to Scarefest, so we're really
Mhm.
excited about that. Get to meet some of the people out there and just hang out in Lexington, Kentucky. That'll be fun. I'm trying to find us some good eats, some places to eat that actually the guy that I hung out with Danny said Giuseppe's is a really good Italian restaurant out there. So if you want to go out there, because he actually goes and stays there all the time, you know.
Okay.
So there's some other place. We got to find some ramen or something, you know, like that, you know. And then what else we got? This so at the end of the years that we've always had, it's sort of things wind down, you know, and shows start kind of, you know, kind of disappearing because we're setting up for, you know, it coming back next year or so, you know. So ones that start in January, like Film Freaks or you know, all these other shows will be, you know, ending in October, but then in what is it, in January or March they'll come back, you know, and stuff. So don't worry, they'll be back. The only thing we need to get back on doing is the indie corner or indie film cafe spotlight. We just haven't done
Yeah.
that in a while, and I'm sorry, it's really been difficult to find. What we like to do is we like to find people who've acted or directed things that we typically know of. We've seen their movies, we like watch their movies or review their films on this, you know. Yeah, like when we had James L. Edwards or Donald Farmer or whoever, you know, that kind of stuff. So, we'll try to get more people coming up, but it'll be another season probably next year because right now we've been
Maybe
so busy.
maybe when we go to Scarefest, we could pigeonhole someone.
Maybe it's really hard when you're in a convention because if especially a busy convention because you don't want to bother people about that stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if we can or not, but you know,
I have to ask.
yep. Um, so aside from that, I guess what else have we been up to? We've got like we've got IFC that we just started the sixth season on, so we started doing that. And we're ending IFC season 5 is in the next few months, so that's gonna be good. What else? I'm trying to think of. There's really not much else that you've been doing. We haven't done a blue cheese in a while, but we've been concentrating a lot on the top. Was it the quick review Thursdays? Trying to
Mhm.
make sure those get done. That's very important that they're done every year. Also, short film Saturdays have been coming out, and that's been you know, every month at the end of the last Saturday of every month. You know, so there you go. So the last one has already been up. Um aside from that, I don't think there's much else that's going on. I mean, we've been, like I said, a lot of them have been dying down. I know 90s horror and Frights of the Round Table started back up. 90s horror will continue, but I think Frights of the Round Table may take a month or two break. I just need to kind of get more organized of getting more people together, you know, for it and everything. But we'll see. Also, I'm ending. I mean, like I'm finishing up and wrapping up the 31 days of indie horror that we've already been doing. So I've been trying to get that finished so that all 31 episodes. And I've said, oh, this will be my last year. This is not my last year. I will be back next year with that. I'm just gonna have a it's just gonna start in January so that I can make sure things get done way ahead of time so I don't have to worry about it. And oh, Hollywood Boulevard podcast will start in October, so that'll be back. That'll come back. Also, a YouTube channel for it will be coming out. So look out for that. And that's where like we're actually going to do videos for there. So that'll be fun. Paul will talk occasionally on that, but not really. Like he doesn't like Hollywood stuff. So
No, and I just don't have the time to do a whole lot of extra stuff.
I know you know, especially when it comes down to November and you're just busy
Oh
as
yeah, it's
fuck.
my busy month.
Yep. So aside from that, there's really not much else that's going on. Cyclic Productions, we can't say what's going to happen soon because there's some stuff that is in the works, but we just don't want to talk about it just yet until it happens. But get ready for that. And aside from that, that's it. I guess nothing else going on. So hopefully next year will be the year we bring back Forgotten Horror Classics or Sexploitation Sleazecast, but it's just a matter of finding co-hosts and making sure things get done. 80s horror films ends in October, and I originally horror film lovers would, but we're actually going till December this year. So we want to get some stuff done. Me and Sarah and I. So horror film lovers, and I'm still doing the horror film lovers channel, which is doing pretty, it's doing pretty good. So I'm happy with that.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's about it. And if you guys have any questions, email us at indiefilmcafe@gmail.com. Also check out our Patreon, where $1 gets you a stinky movie thing, and we're about to do our Patreon only episode coming up, so get ready for that. It's gonna be a really fun one. So if you spend $1, you get to hear our an episode that you can't hear on Indie Film Cafe, but
That's right.
only for us. So there you go.
The monkey really digs it.
Monkey really digs our Patreon, so the monkey gives $1, so if the monkey gives $1, you should give $1. All right, well, thank you guys so much for checking this out, and join us next month for a brand new haul. Okay,
Well, see ya. Bye.
bye.